Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Brothers with Voices. And as we've been doing in season one, we've been bringing some esteemed guests into our fray. And today we've been blessed to be graced by the presence of the legendary Dr. Lenon Gwaunza. How are you doing, Doc? How are you doing, Doc?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
We're good. How's things? How's your Zimbabwe treating you, Doc?
Zimbabwe is Zimbabwe.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Zimbabwe is Zimbabwe.
And as usual, I'm with my brothers Chris and Kudzi. How are you guys doing today, guys? What's going on? You good?
I mean, personally, that's why I wasn't there on the live, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm back now. I'm 80% there. Hopefully by Monday I'll be straight again. But I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Kudzi, what's
back,
up, bro?
Man.
How's the week? Bro?
So chilled, man. So chilled. Looking forward to recording and giving a great show. Apart from that, I think your life from that.
Okay, so guys, those who don't know who Dr. Lenon Gwaunza is, if you go to your phone and if you Google shoot your shot, a picture of him will pop up. He shot the most legendary shot of all time on Twitter. I don't know, Lenon, do you want to tell us a little bit about what happened that time, Doc? Come on.
But Lenon, karapane varume vanonzi varume ndimi varume vanodya shumba imimi.
Kwete vakanyorwa hai vanogodya shumba sei vana vachidyire chisha.
What happened? Give us the story.
Yeah, so what I would say is it's a bet that I lost, and we're drinking wine. So
okay.
I have the courage of alcohol.
Dutch courage. I'm
Dutch
Dutch.
Yes. So I tried my luck, and well, here I am.
The rest is history. We love to hear it, bro. We love to hear it. Well, actually, anyway, we're speaking about Maungolo Shakadaiso in the last episode, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good, you know. But anyway, so guys, today we've got a really spicy topic for you guys. If y'all remember clearly, there's a young lady, Queen of Swag, as she's called. She called out some ladies for something not so long ago. I don't know if you all know what the Queen of Swag said not so long ago. But in the same vein, I mean, we're going to call out, but I'm just saying, like, we want to now discuss, on the...
I thought my dog is here.
That's kind of what Kudzai in Daso. That's a Kwanyara. Okay, fine. Those are Gatara. Maybe it was out of context. I mean, on the but we thought we'd just discuss the flip side today to find out, on the gentleman's side, because generally the assumption is that men have a lower standard of grooming and personal hygiene than women. That's the general assumption. So we want to just discuss. I've got a few questions for you guys in and around that topic to see what are Zimbabwean men unhygienic. What do you guys think? No, now, Dr. Gwaunza, I'm pretty sure in your practices you've bumped into a lot of Zimbabwean men. That
only happened once.
Yeah.
But generally, Zimbabwean men are well groomed. But I don't know where we are going with this. Are we talking well groomed in terms of, do ladies think you're attractive and well groomed, or just well groomed in general?
I think we're going to touch on both. We're going to touch on a little bit of both. But at this point, I'm asking from your interactions. I mean, we're all Zimbos here. Just never know. I'm not Tamba now. No, I'm not Jumana now. Is it? What's your assumption of our groomedness? To no gaze, Zimbabwean men.
So I don't want to. So there's the hospital grooming and a different type of grooming. Mm-hmm. I remember when I was doing my training in Cape Town, there's a gentleman where we're not sure whether this guy was Zimbabwean or was from Cameroon or from DRC. And then I just got there, and then there was a characteristic smell. Not that it was a terrible smell.
Wait.
Characteristic, man. He's so polite. He's so polite with it, bro. You know what?
And then I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think this guy is from Zim. That's what I said. I didn't know the name, so I don't know. As I was thinking about it, it's not that the guy wasn't bathing.
Mhm.
Maybe it's our soaps. Maybe we don't like using cologne. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's something you guys can weigh in on.
All right.
But
Chris, what do you guys think? No games, guys.
You at this point, where were you?
I'll let Kuzi start. Because I think I'm gonna when Javi after I say what I want to say, so I'll let Kuzi start.
All right, bro.
Doc, at this point, where were you though?
I was in Cape Town.
Aiwa saka sipo dzedu hadzipo ipapo ngatidzibvise.
But
Zimbabwean brand.
do you know what? Sipo dzaunokura uchigeza ka ndozvingorambawo dziri pauri waiziva. That natural odor.
Mudhara wagowa skank here mudhara. Aiwa.
Natural
I get
odor.
what he's saying. I get what he's saying. Pane zvimwe zvinhu ukangoona unongoti iyi muzibo.
Yeah. But you also have to remember we import most of our stuff from SA.
Aha.
We also have to remember that.
That was a good comeback. That was a good comeback.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've been to a couple of functions here in Dubai, both different nationalities and of course Zimbabwean functions. I will tell you guys the difference. The difference is every time I would go to a function with different nationalities, it was a good vibe. When you pin up a door, you don't smell none.
Yeah.
When you go to a Zimbabwean freaking place, listen, guys. Hey.
Yo,
Ladies,
bro.
look. I'm not dissing.
It's just what it is.
I think maybe it's because maybe when I book all my venue at City, but I feel like I'm gonna be persecuted for this. But it's true.
Yeah,
literally
bro.
every
It's
time
true.
you go to a different venue,
We're here to talk about the truth.
I think you experience the same thing in Canada. When you go to a venue, it's a different atmosphere altogether. So I don't know. Maybe I think those guys did joke Vambo yeah, Nasi Vambo Tibatsira.
Scientific reason. Because there's, I mean, okay. Hey, you never know, bro. Because
Mechi Zimbabwean, because
you see now,
Zimbabwean
in South Africa. Because I've got a youngster, like mpana anogeza, kana katuka 3 pazuva mdara. These are the youngster of mine. But ane chimwe natural order chake soka. Achimubvewa ize. Chero akashandisa cologne, akashandisa deodorant. Hapana, ingori natural order yake. I don't know how do you get rid of that. Like it's like having athlete's foot, bro. Like it's just what it is. What do you do?
And athletes fit no up when we draw is that true?
You see, this is why we have the dog here, because Chris throws shit like this.
Okay, so now that we are talking about this, I'm just remembering last year there was a Twitter thing about Zimbabwean men and not liking to use roll-on.
Yeah, I remember that.
This was a thing that Zimbabwean men have a characteristic odor. So I'm not making this stuff up.
Yeah,
this is something that was mentioned before. So does it come from? Okay, my question is now like, does it come from like when you're a youngster, just your natural? Because I remember pa holiday we're going to take 1 week. Like, does it come from? I'm done like lying. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, guys, indogeza now, but the truth is, why go on go muka? What tamba panze? What zoka?
Yo, Chris, yo, high school, taikwanza kuzumburwa. Passport photo.
Passport photo akusikugeza mdara.
But we
passport photo
no, but passport photo ugeza.
Yeah.
Is it?
Ugeza.
But
as long
as Angolos.
Yes.
Because my essentials. My essentials, mdara.
Those are essentials.
Doc,
Yes.
I've got a question for you though.
Yes.
Like in line
yes.
with this. Like, I mean, when you look at it from a perspective, it would the you're saying back in Cape Town, this guy came in and then you could tell that he was Zimbabwean, maybe because of his characteristic smell, right? So
Odo.
is it
Odo.
Odo characteristic? Politically correct. We're being politically correct, apparently. All right. And then you came in and you could tell, right? So is it something Chogudi, each nationality has each their own individual characteristic odor that they have? You can talk with type in because I mean, as I'm saying, I feel like I would want to understand, could Mazimbo we have a particular smell, I mean odor that we have, or what?
I think that's a difficult question to answer, but Chris, when a Caucasian man walks into a room, can you not tell that a Caucasian man has walked into a room?
I swear to God,
without
I can.
seeing them?
I can.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
I beg not to differ. Ndakura nemavetka mamavet aisatombogeza at all mdara at all.
Ini ndakamboshanda paship pekuti munhu, the biggest spender in our department, the biggest spender for a week, that guy spent about $100,000 in art, buying art only, right?
Yeah.
And the guy anogara like anoshanda ku concierge akatoya kwandiri zvikanzi, this is the guy I'm taking care of. Plus here ageze nemvura, anogeze nema wipes. Where's my paper wipes?
My
paper wipes.
Ivana,
guys, msadaro ini.
But the question now is, Munye, I know it. I know it. All right. So kusa geza. All right. So in essence, what we're saying right now is kusa geza. In other words, can't you know how geza? Bottom line. All right. Okay. But no lies. You need to know digitira sterek, but I didn't know it. I think.
But still,
I think.
I'm getting to a doctor.
Perspiration. Is perspiration a result of?
No, perspiration and bathing are two exclusive events. People perspire differently. So if you perspire a lot,
yeah. How about perspiration and bad body odor?
If you perspire a lot, use an antiperspirant.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot as well. A lot of it.
But it also depends.
An antiperspirant. Try something.
I sweat a lot naturally. So antiperspirant, roll on, I still perspire. I sweat during winter, guys. Like it's a natural thing. You can't do anything about it.
No, but if you do something about it, bro. If you do something about it, probably naturally you just use roll-on, right? And you think it's just normal. But imagine if you didn't use roll-on, bro, and then pinda mnevanu, bro, and I think semuno awunzi godrukunua because unopedza wajera smell yako ndeyako ndiwe. In fact, smell iwe ndiwe. Saka kana wazoenda kune vanhu aumbofa wakaziya.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
You know, in Zim there are water problems, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, some people are unable to shower or to bath effectively. That's the first thing. And secondly, people might be poor enough not to afford soap or to afford an antiperspirant or a roll-on.
True.
So when does someone know when to use something? I'm used to just going in there, ndongopinda mvura andishandisisipo, that's it. So who tells you how to groom and when?
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
Were there no traditional, herbs that you could use that are,
Yeah, if we take it back.
Smell county odor. If we take it back, I'm sure takakura futi kune vanhu vainzi iyo manhu iro akuita smell yako yakasiyana. Even kudhara pachivanhu chedu, I'm sure pane vanhu vaingonhuhwa even pasina marolo nemani. True.
Maybe I don't know about that. But yekugeza mazino ndinoiziva. Yekugeza mazino pamba nechimwe chimuti chitoriko unonga ungo tsemura wotora kasamusami wakavhura so ushanza kugeza mazino.
Yeah.
Ndakanona tinonzi kamuti kacho kanonzi kachi. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there was something for bathing as well, if something for brushing. Yes, Christopher.
Doc, I don't know what about Manyira,
but
I've got a question for Doc. Doc, I mean, I'm sure you said you've only experienced one situation where somebody had an odor, right? Because I mean, I feel like we've really digressed at this point.
From that question.
Gone off a tangent at this point. So let's go back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Like, my question really is focused because I mean, this platform really is for men to speak out, to learn more, to be better. That's the reason for Brothers with Voices, right?
True that.
So my question really is, in terms of like, I know that like, I feel like there are people they've got that odor, right? And then like, how do you feel like it would affect a man? Like I know maybe this is a different type of doctor domain, but how do you feel like it would affect a man's mental health? But then in as much as you scrub, you still have that. I feel like personally, it would affect my own personal, ego and mind.
And also adding on Chris to eda futi nemukanwa. Saka odo nemukanwa.
I'm a mental health advocate. So what people fail to realize is certain things like shawarukunua or ivapana porukunua or mrumoako, they affect people differently. So for most people, they actually affect your self-confidence. And once your self-confidence is short, it also means your mental health is short. So at times there are ways to communicate the munanua mkanwa or munarunwa, which will not affect their self-confidence or their mental health. To be honest, if people don't talk to me because I smell bad, every time I open my mouth, there are flies all over.
Bro.
Obviously, I'm going to be isolated.
Bro, did you have to say flies,
bro?
Come on,
like,
bro.
I mean, if
Come on, really,
flies
bro?
are coming, when you open your mouth and flies come in.
Some of us have a very visual mind.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
The little fly from Africa comes and lands on your mouth.
But anyways, go on, Doc. Please go on.
Yeah. So that sort of thing would obviously affect your mental health because you don't have someone to talk to about it. Because you feel like everyone I want to talk to make fun of me. And that affects your self-confidence. It means you are not able to go out more. You're sitting home more. You don't have friends. So I think it's something that, as you guys correctly said, we need to deal with it. How do we improve that? I have my answer, but you guys will probably laugh. I think the only people who can make us bath are women.
But then don't forget, Doc. Like, I've got an argument about that. I feel like women
yes and no.
are the ones who make more fun of us than men. I feel like women will actually laugh at us more than a woman.
Than a man.
That's what I think.
But you are talking about women in general.
In general, not your.
It's a blanket statement. Like, it's a blanket statement. Blanket statement.
I'm talking about your woman.
Your woman.
Okay.
Remember, Chris, tiri kuchikoro pekuti
kuchikoro maisageza
kuchikoro zvaiitika ndeizvi hangazotaurire. Of course pane magood boy ageza and stuff, but isusu takarohwa nenguva inenge iri winter mundaramo, nongodaurwa nehope. Saka let's say waita nguva yakawanda uchirwa ma-passport photo. That was in boarding school. Right now it has changed. Now we've got this pretty skin. Saka takuita sei takugeza. Nguva iyoyo, doctor. Taizongonzi musi unongoone gig.
Bathroom yange isingapindike. You could not get
Saka
time in
yose
the bathroom.
wakupedza nyaya yangu ngosingade kuti nditaure wani. Bathroom yanga isingapindiki wanga wakona zvimakanda zvenhu nginonzi zvimarolon nezvima zvimaperfume wakuzvona zvakazara mabhini then vanhu vese varimo vamwe vanhu vacho vamwe vanhu doko vanga vari mushawa vachispreya vari pakati pekugeza futi gozi like
this cannot be true.
I will remind us again, makadzidza kupi.
But I won't lie to you guys. I've got a statement I want to just say on behalf of Stig's men. Aumana St. Dominic's kana pune vanhu vaikugezera is St. Ignatius boys. Those boys used to shower for you. Taikugezera
Terwakoloni ishawa. Tiri mushawa.
Which prayers or perfume so with fa. Guys, look.
What's prayer perfume by Hembe? Baina.
So clearly statement so clearly statement that doc is 100% correct. Munhu anoita kuti ugeze.
Yeah, I agree.
Mudzimai
anoita kuti ugeze. That's what it is. Because okay, so if you're saying kuti a guy only invests in their looks and the way they smell and the way and the kid products that they use because of a woman, what exactly are we trying to say? Like, okay, so, let's take three types of guys: a single guy, a guy who's married, and the guy who's in a relationship. All three of these guys are taking care of themselves. For what reasons are they doing it? Just for their
but let me just say this: if there were no women on earth, would right now be sitting naked, for the past 3 weeks, and we would all be broke. We do what we do because of women.
Right, okay.
What you're saying is basically everything we are as a gender is through women. Is that what you're saying to us right now, Doc?
That's what I'm saying. I'm declaring that. I am declaring that today.
Damn.
You're Chris, you're waishepa beard rakosemashepero wakariita.
Yes. Beard gang ndakaitanga isati ya beard gang. This is news.
Beard gang ndakaitanga baby German
guys, context, come back to my question.
All right, Zokana.
Beard gang, in the Budzongomera either way. Beard gang was there before you guys. I'm saying, waishepa here beard rako iri semashepero uri kuita mazuvano.
Yes.
Dai pasina madzimai.
But obviously
then we are now
even before we grew beards. I think even before we grew the beards. In this case, that's need a bubble no shape. Like your bubble, let me up. Tatenda, shout out to the tender. By the way,
my question is, why shape? Why ere? Pasina madzimai.
All right.
Why shape? Why ere? Pasina
madzimai. Question makes sense.
Yes. Why not?
Question makes sense. And your answer, and you know the answer to your question. The answer is obvious. As a single guy, right? If you're searching and you're gonna try and look as cool as you can because you want to make an impression to a lady. Fine. This is literally what Doc was saying as well. It's because of women, right? So if you're a single guy, this is back to my question. If you're a single guy, you're trying to make yourself look good, smell good, presentable because you want to be, appealing to a woman, right? If you're in a relationship, it's probably a maintenance thing. You need to maintain, that certain level. She's gonna catch, so she's not sparked by someone else who's cleaner, right? And if you're married,
you are wrong.
If you're married, sorry, yeah, you were saying?
You are wrong. Right. So the reason why I'm saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
This is why
school me, Doc. School me.
This is where I will go back to my initial statement that the only people who can make us better are women. So think about it. When you're single, uchirambwa nema baby, usina kana baby kana one. Vasikana vakutarisa.
I wouldn't know. Hey, I've never gone through that in my life, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it can
Oh,
happen. Hey,
Nah,
it
no,
can
no,
happen.
not me, not
Yeah,
me.
I'm
Nah,
pretty sure some
I don't know
guys.
that life.
Dara, tauraini Dara.
I don't know that life,
Right.
man.
I'm
Hey,
pretty
hey,
sure it
hey.
happens to some people.
Masalada, tauraini Dara.
Okay.
Zokurodza
So,
mibvunzo yenyu futi zvenyu ndinyasovapindura.
so
Aiwa.
when you're single, and you're trying to groom yourself,
Yeah.
girls don't look at you the same way they look at you when you now have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's not that you are maintaining yourself. The woman who's just come into your life
They
is
make you better.
maintaining you. They make you better. All of a sudden, mabeba akuunganira.
Ati handi mutambo wakanyanya siterekere kana ndiri single. Boys, I think kana ndane musikana ka I'm just so chilled. I'm just probably because calmness younger and then I panguva iyo ndo attractive. But I think nendingoti I think nini ndotogeza wese kana ndisitorina baby because attractive. Kana ndatoonaro ka
That's what I was saying
ndichangomendina
as well.
zvinana kugara ndichoita.
Aiwa, ari kunyenga mabhebhe ekupi first of all?
Mamarkets.
Because mamarkets anosiyana what? Because kema mabhebhe oti ukazonyenga unorega kugeza.
Oh no, wait. My baby, I just say yeah. Mashurugwi api aya. Aburi kutaura mdara.
Could they should tell us, ka? Because indogeza more kande baby. Indogeza more nde baby.
Inini ndagara ndichizvigezera zvangu. But kana nebaby of course ndogeza mazino ka1 pazuva kana nebaby unongogezawo ka2 because iye achanogezwa ka2 unongotero saka of course there are things that you would change but it's not like ndakutanga kutogeza izvozvi.
Okay. I don't know, Chris, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Kuti, a woman makes you do better with your hygiene and yourself just grooming.
I disagree with Kudzi in the sense that I feel like, yeah, my baby have an influence on who you are as a person. Yeah. But then again, there is also a difference where you find that Iwewe as a human being, you need to be comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. How you are comfortable requires you to do certain things in your life, right? These certain things really require you to bath, brush your teeth, type of situation. You don't need a woman to teach you how to do these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't need a woman for, you know what I mean? You can do it literally by yourself because there are a lot of men that I know out there that are literally well groomed, but then because they're well groomed, women call them gay. You're gay because you're so well groomed. You've got well manicured hands. You well dressed. You got a nice haircut. You brush your teeth too much. You smell good all the time. These women, these ladies keep going like, dude, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay.
But there's like a stage before that. There's a stage before. Have you heard of the metrosexual man? That guy is just right.
Is it?
A metrosexual guy, a guy who's just overly, conscious about the way they dress, about the way they'll spend more time shopping than anything. They're in there. It's like almost, I don't know, borderline. I don't know.
Take each other's side. Doc, are you on my side? I think I'm right here.
Okay. To answer that question, Chris, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever tried going on Pinterest to check about grooming ideas for men?
What is Pinterest? Nobody uses that stuff anymore, man. Come on. Come on, man. I'm not that old, man. Look. I don't use that stuff. Can you pick something else? Like maybe YouTube or something?
Pinterest and my ladies, guy. Pinterest and my ladies.
No, but they are grooming ideas for men. They're asking.
I have no idea.
Okay, no. Okay, personally, I do look at grooming ideas because I like to find different ways to experiment with my beard. So I'm always looking for these weird things, right?
I agree 100%. Yeah.
You will. I always look for stuff to do with my beard. I love having a beard because I'm sorry, you can't relate to me. So what basically we're saying is
Hello, Magadi.
Basically, I actually do look up this stuff. Like personally, like I mean, if you wanna, we should always be open. So I'm gonna give you my personal routine of showering and grooming myself before I even go to work.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
This is my personal routine. I'm sure normally I wake up at 7:30 in the morning, right? After I wake up, I go to the gym for about an hour, work out for an hour. I'm back in my apartment by say 8:45 thereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
Take a shower for about 10, 15 minutes, take a nice shower or whatever, because I'm getting ready for work. Don't forget, this is a work day, right? After I take my shower, whatever, cologne, roll on, whatever, you name it, right? And after I'm done with that, I go for work. And then when I come back, I don't do gym again. Normally, I don't do gym in the evening because I'm lazy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But I make sure that I take a shower before I go to bed. And I brush my teeth again before I go to bed, right? So that's my routine, basically. So yes, I do look up that stuff to answer your question, Doc. I do look up that stuff to make sure that I'm in the right track to always be smelling nice around people. And I won't lie, I'm a smoker as well, right? So obviously, as a smoker, you always stink. But then for now, I'm trying to quit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to quit. I don't smoke in the afternoon anymore. I only smoke my Neru now when I'm in my apartment. Smoke at the balcony. Always use mouthwash every time I'm done. That is a very expensive habit, by the way.
So you're
But
conscious about it. Okay, I see. So you're just conscious
very
about
conscious
it. You're
about
very
it.
conscious about
So-
it.
Yeah, I'm
So-
very.
Now that you mentioned showering, you said you
Yeah.
shower for 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
What's the ideal duration of a shower? Because
I don't think it's
if you shower for 15 minutes in my books, it's a long shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go shower in 4 minutes. 4. Check it.
I've never really put time to showering, but
I mean, look,
the most
I wanna
important
shower
thing
nice.
is what is
How?
showering
Like,
nice? Like,
Do you love that twice? I don't know.
ukangoisa sipo ukarowa bhodhi yako yese sipo handiti
See, wobvisa
mvura
sipo.
ikaera ukarowa futi ka then
Wapedza.
wapedza mvura yoera futi wombori wakaambianzi kanongwangomira mushawa wakadai soka 2 minutes ka then wobuda bro like 15 minutes wakuda kumbopira vadzimwe.
Is this not abuse that you're doing to me right now? This is
Bana abuse.
you don't bullying.
What do you feel?
How long do you guys shower though? How long
5
do you guys
minutes,
shower?
bro. 5 minutes, bro.
Are you kidding me?
5 minutes.
bro. 10 minutes kana ndambo chilla ndamborowa or like kana toya ziri kure wa
You guys are kidding.
Maybe if I actually want to go out, ndotanga order Uber, not a shower.
Quick.
How do you do that? How do you would make it for the Uber? How do you make it for the Uber? Those jacuzzi is 2 minutes. Uber is 2 minutes, bro. I was that. But
that's how quick.
I want to bring it back to talk.
Unless I don't that bubble bathing here.
Bubble shower.
No,
Bubble
bubble shower. No, I'm saying, look, generally, look. Let me explain my procedure. Like, okay,
Yeah.
for me, my life is really focused. My day is really focused by my mornings, to be honest with you. Like, everything I do in the morning determines how I spend the rest of my day. So the time I'm doing that with Jim and I'm back is more or less meditation for me. Like, I meditate. I think I told you this before, guys.
Yeah.
I meditate a lot. So from the moment I wake up, I do my prayers. I go to the gym, and the whole process from the moment I wake up is meditation. So it's actually meditation, not that type of meditation, but it's meditation for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yes, I do take 15 minutes in the shower because you got to scrub at least 2 or 3 times before I does it. What would I shower? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, that's how it works. And
showering
to
is
my shower Joes.
Yeah.
I like to sing.
Chris, what are yellow bonnet?
Yellow bone. Look at this. Look at this. I'm a yellow boy. Dogo ajamuka nyaya zino dzavajamuka unogenda.
Vanhu varamba dhoga. Mimi dhoga mataura point yenyu. Inini I adopt that point that, of course, like, okay, Chris, okay, what we are saying essentially is the same, right? As a man, I was talking to someone today and they were just telling me that they do this for themselves they were asking me, oh, so what do you do just by yourself? And then she was like, no, yeah, I do. I go and stuff by myself. I go and take myself out for dinner, and I go and do this for myself, and have tea by myself. And I'm like, you love yourself. You know what I mean? You love yourself. So there's that self-love that you have as a person that I don't think I exercise every day, which is doing a body and do that for a card. I think that would be the wrong thing. You get my point? I think we do it for self-love most of the time, right? But with self-love, there's that advantage of you will get a great body at the end of the day. You become attractive, at least and most of the benefits are going to the women.
Okay, Kodzi, 6-pack unoidi.
Thank you.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
So you can't you can't be
I don't
telling
need it.
me no, you can't tell me you need a 6-pack for your own benefit.
No. Yo, you market my face, man. I mean,
No, there is a market. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a market
also,
for those guys.
And it's that self-love you're talking about. Those are good days. And those I've got. Okay, Christopher. Yeah, over there. You.
I really want to say something so bad.
The yellow one with the cap. The yellow one with the cap. Yeah.
Alright. Doc. Funny, to answer your question, I've got a funny statement that I literally heard like a week ago. There's this friend of mine. He's a big PC, PT, personal trainer, right? So he did a survey, and then he was asking people around, like, what is the necessity of a 6-pack, right? I'm actually just responding to Doc right now. What is the necessity of a 6-pack? And then this guy is like to these dudes, with the guys, my muscle in my face, my baby, they don't care about these things, right? That's what you need to know.
No.
I
disagree.
Listen. Can I finish?
Go.
Okay, please. I'm allowed to have a voice. Can you see? Oh no, that's Batsy. I'm here. Where am I? There I am. Right. So my point. Let me finish. So this guy says to this guy, my body is new as men, and they my face in me, man. You want to how much do you bench? How many dumbbell curls can you do? How many whatever leg curls can you do? No chick is ever gonna ask you that. No chick.
Yeah.
And it's like, so you ever been a baby that can boy what pizza grow ongoloji rovara kuti sha ufana better 6-pack you.
Never.
Kupi. What girl has ever said that to any of you cats here?
I'll answer you. Wait, let me answer you. The first one. The second one, yes, you won because you're trying to win your own fight here. But
I didn't 6-pack him that I've got a dad bod, bro. I didn't 6-pack. I've got a dad bod.
Muskana pano mbofa akakubvunza kuti unoita ma rounds manga, like unoita ma reps mangani and stuff, right? Apana pano mbofa akakubvunza izvozvo.
Anokubvunza ma rounds.
Andangokuona uri finished product.
Okay.
Right? Just like muskana mumwe manga markets andangoona mufesa ane mari kudhara hadi uziva kuti akabva kupi nemari yacho. Zvangofana nebhodhi. Imwe bhodhi haidozikana. Ungadozikanwa bhodhi yako history yayo nanzi yakazoita ma-press ups 20 kuti azosvika pachest iyi. Haisi yato boring story here.
Sorry, personally, data at least about 200 in one go.
Oh, wow.
So what I was
going with, markets press up
chimomira nyadze msike watanga nyadze msika futi chimomira nyadze msike kuzane msika unoziya ndozvonedza dok ngatimbodzokeera kunyadze yenyu inanga want to abuse you because you're here right now and it's so hard to actually get in touch with you.
Yeah,
but right now I really feel like we need to abuse and get as much information out of you as possible because we really want to educate people about this personal hygiene stuff. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
but can you take over before we keep digressing?
That brings me to a very important one that I want to bring up, and this is straight down your alley, Doc. In a previous episode, we were talking about, I think it was dating or something funny like that. I'm not 100% sure. But the question on circumcision came up. I think this is a big one. I think this is something that I really want to talk about, because from my understanding, look, there's obviously pros and cons for circumcision. This is why there's such a big drive for it right now in Zim and in all parts of the world. That's why it's being pushed. But from a doctor's point of view, should men prioritize getting circumcised? That's my question to you.
Okay, so I have to go through it's probably boring. It's going through the process of people then saying men should be circumcised. So I don't know if you guys know the Orange Farm in South Africa.
No, tell us.
They did what's called they did a study at that farm. It's called the Orange Farm study. So what they did was they circumcised some men, didn't circumcise some.
Okay.
And then after a certain period of time, they then checked who was HIV positive, who was negative. So what they realized was circumcision actually reduced your chances of transmission by at least 60%.
Okay.
But I have to emphasize an important point, because sometimes when you look at clinical trials or trials in general, there are what we call trial conditions, and these are not necessarily the same as the conditions you get outside a trial. Okay. So what to remember is these people were extensively cancelled before they were circumcised. So you don't just want to go and get your foreskin removed.
Snip, snip.
Inenda kupi.
Inenda kupi ongolozi yangu.
I'm with Kudzi on this question. Where does it?
Inenda kupi.
I'm with Kudzi on this.
Inenda kupi ongolozi yangu.
Medical waste.
Inenda kupi medical waste.
Yanganopedzera kuiona.
Kana uchida unokwasenda nayo kudeni.
Serious.
I want to put it into a chain. Wear it on my neck.
I've got a question related.
Okay, so just to conclude.
Two things, Doc. Two things. Please, can you answer that question? Where do you put the ongoloja and the map visa? Number one.
Just the tip.
Number two, does it affect the tip of the ongoloja? Where does it go? Number two, does it affect the sensitivity and pleasure, right? Compared, like I swear to God, this is a whole debate, men, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. This is a whole debate. Does it affect the pleasure when you are ongologing?
Okay, so importantly, we are talking about grooming.
Yeah.
So if you're circumcised, your grooming is better, right? Okay. So the science of circumcision is, if you're going to get infected, it's going to be through the mucosa, which is what we see, what's covered essentially by your foreskin.
So the head.
Not the whole head, but part of the head.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The upper or lower part of the head, the corn part of it, or the
So there's that. The foreskin itself. So if you open the foreskin, you'll see that it has this thin membrane around it.
Okay.
On it.
Yeah.
When you open it, right? So that thin membrane is a potential portal of entry for viruses.
Okay.
So you remove that, you reduce the surface area. Okay. And then at the same time, because you don't have a foreskin covering, what happens is it hardens the skin on the glans penis.
Okay. Okay.
So unenge wasimba here dog kuti unenge wato ongoloji nokwanza to vachinja here kuti was unenge wasimba.
Yeah, so this is not from a medical point of view.
No.
Now I have to speculate.
Lolo.
So this is not an expert opinion, but I've heard you last longer when it's removed. And I've heard women complain.
Right. On that, I agree, but this is now I'm throwing in something at you. Yeah. Why do you last longer? If I can ask you that question, why would you last longer? Because apana zvarukunzwa wakamudara. Apasina sensation. Saka unongoramba uchingoenda.
Can I guess, doctor? Can I guess? Because chacho chabviswa
Chaomarara.
wakamudara. Chaomarara saka iwo
Apasina feeling.
Aiwa.
Runoshanda.
Aiwa, saka imutaura kuti chigana chamukuramba nacho ndo chinonaka ere.
Ndo zvinoita kuti zvinake panoramba pari tender.
Zvinoita kuti zvinake. It's the things that make the things work.
Yeah, makes the things to be done.
But you know what I think? You know what I think?
Yeah, tell us.
I can side with Kodzi. If you last longer, you're more likely to make your woman come. And when your woman comes, psychologically, you can also come.
Because you can make yourself come.
What?
Yes.
What world are you guys living in?
I have a question.
It's a good thing, but it's not medically. It's not medically. It's a good thing, but
I got a question.
Because I don't agree. Hey, Chris,
this is your show today, bro. This is your show, bro. Hold on. I got some questions for y'all cats. First of all, I'm gonna be like, Manu, the pass out. I think particularly on this issue, guys, don't gonna delete it. So I'm sure right now because y'all guys don't know what you're talking about. Swear to God. Even you don't got to answer with the
and you make yourself anyway.
Logically,
if that was the case, you could just sit down and next thing, sir. Since you can know yourself.
But tell me.
Okay, on a serious note, Doc, I've got a question. Like, okay, let's say my what check at Zina and there. By the way, guys, this episode is rated R. By the way, this is rated R all the way through. This is way rated R. So let's take what check your foreskin, right? How does it work with masturbation? I mean, we know people pleasure themselves constantly, right? How does it work? Do you still get the same sense of pleasure or not?
Okay, so Chris, when you're masturbating, what do you think of?
This is brothers with voices. Tell us. We are open.
I think of my girlfriend. I think of my girlfriend.
That is the right answer, my boy.
That's what I think of. I think of my girlfriend.
Okay, but right.
I think of my girlfriend.
Oh man.
Okay, I know you're lying, but it's okay.
How am I lying? I think of my girlfriend.
So your girlfriend is attractive
to him.
Will you not still come?
She's actually very gorgeous. Actually, yeah, she's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. But no.
But
I still disagree.
I'm not.
I still disagree.
So...
No, I'm saying, let's say you're circumcised.
So it's got nothing to do with. So what, Doc? What you're saying is it's got nothing to do with circumcision.
Yes.
That's my question.
Kunakiro, kuri psychological, Chris.
Oh, that's
but
because
Chris,
I don't know.
Chris, if you're taking kunakirwa from you kana utongori wega kani une ganda rako rausingada kuchekwa naro unone kunakirwa wega. Like when it comes to
guys, understand what we're saying. We're not saying yes, it's mental. Yes, it's mental. Guys, yes, it's mental. But it's just like saying kuti ukadya chocolate ice cream and chocolate ice cream inokunakira. Yes, it's mental. Your brain is telling you kuti chocolate inokunakira. But there's a reason why your brain is telling you that. That's what I'm driving at. The tenderness of not being circumcised and taking away that sensitivity, it renders that transmission from ongology to brain.
Okay, so but I have a question for you.
Do
Aren't you the one who's supposed to be on an interview?
The doc is a lecturer, bro. Don't play with the doc, bro. He's a lecturer.
He's the one who's supposed to be in an interview, right?
He's a lecturer, bro.
Yeah, why are you interviewing us? Why are you interviewing us?
I welcome your question.
Do you have sensitive points on your body besides your ongology?
Yes.
So just use the word ongology.
Yes! Dog used ongolos.
Yes!
We can now trademark
it.
it.
Real now. It's a real thing now.
It's a real word now.
So, but when you're circumcised, do you think your sensitive area changes?
No, yes and no. The sensitive area on my ongolos, yes, but it won't affect if my back is sensitive. My back is sensitive. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's not going to change unless you like remove the skin from my back and it stops being sensitive. That's my point. That you're doing something to something that's sensitive to me, and taking away its sensitivity. It's like taking away my fingerprints.
So, but when you get circumcised, you start pointing your girlfriend to the right areas.
There was already a right area and you removed it. Okay, let me bring it back. So we don't want to dwell too much on that part. But my point is, last question I ever got for doctors. Doctors are driving for people to get circumcised, but a lot of them aren't circumcised. So that takes a lot away from the credibility of circumcision in itself. I would ask you, Doc, but it's
no, it doesn't.
But I know there's a lot of doctors who aren't circumcised.
I'm not circumcised.
So why would you advocate for it when you're not?
Exactly.
That's my point.
Because, okay, so I'll give you an example. There's a guy who goes to a doctor's office, he drinks a lot. Then the doctor says, you know what? The reason why you have this problem is because you drink a lot. You should stop drinking. So the guy stops drinking, goes to the bar.
Sorry, Doc, can I cut you off?
Okay, cool, go.
Don't pause, this is part of it.
Yeah.
Doc, I'm sorry, look, use another example. Don't use alcohol, because I love my drink.
Use
another example.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Okay.
That's what she said. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So the guy goes to a bar. He's sitting. He's drinking his Coke. And then the doctor sees him. He's like, my guy, why are you not drinking? He's like, but your doc told me not to drink. And then the doctor is like, you know what? Drink your alcohol. 2 months later, the guy comes back for review. He's worse than before. The doctor is like, why are you drinking? And then the guy goes, Doc makati njimu wanu kubawa. Ndezo kubawa izo. So essentially,
so what are you saying, Doc?
What I'm saying is, when you talk to me, I will give you the best advice medically. So if the best advice is don't smoke, that's the advice I'll give you. But it doesn't mean I have to follow it.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yes. So you have to make a decision. Remember, but so I have to also mention something about a doctor-patient relationship. If I say something, it doesn't mean you have to do it.
But it's
I have to give you the options. Yeah, it's an option. So I give you percentages. If you do this, this is what happens. If you do this, this is what happens. And then you are supposed to make an informed decision. So if you end up getting circumcised, it's an informed decision. I have also made my informed decision not to get circumcised.
Okay. So can you inform us on why not to get circumcised so that I can make an informed decision? But why aren't you getting circumcised?
I just don't want to.
Okay.
There's no scientific basis for that.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not going to interrogate that one anymore. Yeah, Chris, what's up?
Doc.
Yeah,
Look,
Chris, tell us.
Again, I'm going to repeat myself and say, Doc, I want to abuse you today because we've never actually had an MD with us. You know what I mean? So you need to understand my excitement of having an MD and asking him these questions, right? Right.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm not even gonna lie. So I've got a question for you, Doc. Right, based still on the masturbation situation. Right, you look at a scenario where you're saying, eh, "Look, masturbation is necessary." Okay, I'm in a long distance relationship. Masturbation is necessary. Okay, so goddamn, did I just say that?
He just said it. Yeah,
Anyways,
you said it.
anyways, moving on. My question is, Doc. So you're saying with the sensitivity is still the same whether you're circumcised or not, right? So which means that basically in that scenario or in that sense, we're saying with the you should get circumcised for health reasons so that you are more hygienic.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? And then screw up your sensitivity because you want to be more hygienic. But then we're not saying ongoloji no nuaga. Let's not forget this. Ongoloji is good nuaga.
I see don't know.
Please teach us, dog. Teach us.
Rega kuigeza uone.
You don't know.
Also, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
So Chris, you said you're in a long distance relationship, so masturbation is important. So are you cheating on your girlfriend? Are you cheating on your girlfriend with Henrietta or Pamela?
Pamela and Henrietta. These are my
okay, no. Stop it, you two. Hey.
Them girls are pretty too. Look
hey.
Doc.
Look at these pretty girls right now.
You two stop it. Good day. Ask your question.
As a follow-up question, Doc, because you mentioned about the importance of doing it. Because I think, and the more I lean on, circumcision as like, it's mainly because of health reasons, right? Kune ma STI akawanda, kune zvirwere. And ma community relationship go in another context. Kune ma community in another context ku Zimbabwe. Mwarare kana kuti vanhu
is that how it is Zimbabwe?
Izvozvi kune video yemwe musikana wandakaona vanhu vachifambira unoona video yemusikana mumwe ane nhingirikini iri pama 1 right now, right? Because of zvirwere izvi. So I think the main thing with what I've learned is because circumcision ndeyekuti nematambiro atinoita takabva taikandirwa stireki kunzi shandisai circumcision because nematambiro amuri kuita yaka zvirwere zvinorejusika. It's not kuti hanzi uchabva wanakirwa stireki kana wacircumcised. Ndosaka dhoko wazobvunza mubvunzo yekuti unenge uchimbofunga chiiko kana uchita nhingirikina because pane pamwe pokuti hausingonakirwawo iwe wacho. Whether you're circumcised or not, hapana chinobuda.
So I just wanted to emphasize the counseling before the circumcision.
Okay.
Because the Orange Farm study I was talking about before actually found that people who were circumcised were more likely to wear condoms than people who were not.
Okay.
So the counseling is important because just getting circumcised and going back into the community is not useful. You need the counseling and you also need to protect yourself. In addition to the circumcision, that's when it becomes more effective. If you just get circumcised and go back, say, Gamba in the community, you still get infected.
Yeah, okay. All right. So the
counseling part
of things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So basically, Doc, what you're saying is that whether you are circumcised or not, condomize.
Yes.
Condomize.
Be wise,
right?
Condomize.
Be wise. Condomize. Condomize, ladies and gentlemen. Doc has said it. Yes. Condomize. Could you use your voice? Because your voice.
Oh yeah, could you do the thing?
Do
it.
Be wise. Condomize.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. So I've got one more question for the three of you.
Man.
Is this a simple?
Yeah.
Before I get to my last question, guys, also I have to ask about cotton buds. Yeah, guys. Guys.
Oh, that is nice. That is
better than
that goes
almost
down. That goes down.
Ah, because E. Cotton bud mzee mdara
Way
E.
better.
E. Ah,
Cotton bud when you're cleaning
clean
your
and zero,
ear.
clean your ear.
When you're cleaning your ear.
Mana nenzeve guys.
Oh
Ah,
man, that was harsh.
that was harsh.
Kuzi, that was harsh.
Kuti I'll
But
clean.
imi
That was
muda
harsh.
You, I'll clean
muda
nzeve dzako. I'll clean nzeve dzako necotton bud.
ndoklina kabati
Okay,
azvirevo kuti
Azvispake.
nazo kusvika palevel iroro here guys.
Ah, mdara azvospaka mdara. Inika that, but anyway.
Okay, but before you ask
You
the
know-
next question,
Yeah.
but before you ask the next question, okay, Doc, please go first before I ask you something.
Yeah, this is actually concerning grooming. So, how do you guys choose your perfume and your antiperspirant and your roll-on? How do you choose?
Good question, man. Good question, man.
So,
So do we have to answer it
two-way.
individually?
I've got a two-way.
Yeah.
Doc,
Let me
do
answer
you
mine.
want us to answer this individually?
Yeah, let's do it individually. I've got my
Okay,
two-way.
so
My one-way, my two-way
Well-
is how it smells. First of all, is how it smells. I like a bit of a musky smell. And the second thing is, it's three things. The second thing is how much does it cost? Is it worth it? And the third thing, so the smell, the cost, and is the third thing. The kangano. But for now, let's work with those two, the smell and the cost. How does it smell?
Okay.
And
So the cost, I want to go up to the cost.
Yeah.
So my my spray.
Mm.
Like Ukatasa,
that
how
is
long it
body
lasts?
spray though.
Yes, body spray. How long it lasts?
Yeah.
And the perfume.
You mean like
You
a
add up
cologne?
like a cologne, and you add up the cost. Isn't a cologne the same cost as those body sprays?
Cologne is cheaper. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It depends. It depends how much you use it as well.
It depends. Ukatenga $10 unomwaya.
Inokurumza kupera wezo.
Doc, I
People
think
think ukatenga $10 in perfume unongwa saver steady.
But
I use Savage.
Doc,
I
I
use
think-
Savage and I can have it for about 3 or 4 months.
oh, Savage, yeah. Okay.
And then I can use it for 3 or 4 months. But then they think for the amount and they think and it's a little bit of it's a little bit of a cocky smell. It's a little bit of you have to kind of like feel it. But it's because you have to kind of counteract that kind of smell you're on food. Especially Hygiene.
That's not
Smell yerachitara kutanga
Odo.
inoda obvious.
Odo.
Okay, odo.
Odo.
Anzi usati
Komuchona
snow,
inonzi
anzi
chii. Odo inonzi chine
odo.
chona.
Munui. Ameno mdalisi. Uwema.
Doc.
Yes.
I have a question for you, Doc. I told you again, I'm gonna abuse your knowledge that you have accumulated over the years, right? And I think the guys are gonna appreciate this question as well, and all of our fans. So when you think about it, right? We've discussed it maybe in the shallow sense of it all, because I feel like we're gonna have to do another one of this, but in the biggest aspect of it all, Doc, what are your recommendations to say with how to pick the cologne with the particular odor, when it's strong, when it's medium, when it's mild, when it's very chilled? What are your recommendations? How do you pick the right antiperspirant? How do you pick the right cologne? How do you pick the right body spray? Personally, I use 3 different items. I use my, what you call it, roll-on. I use my body spray, and then I put the cologne on. That, I think that is for everybody, right?
Most guys do that like that, yeah.
Most guys do that, right? How do you pick that? Can you teach us on that?
I actually want to learn from you guys. That's why I asked the question. And I feel other guys want to learn from you.
I spent
Excellent.
5 to 10 minutes on my beard. If that helps all the beard getting, guys.
Me too. Like,
5 to 10
I
minutes.
spend like 5 to 10 minutes on my beard too.
Yeah. It goes from the castor oil to the coconut oil to the beard oil.
Can I tell my okay.
Chris, not all everyone has a beard. Let's not bore them. We'll do a different segment.
Okay, no, that's not what I'm.
All right, cool.
Seriously, I feel like today we've been having so much fun, but now it's time to educate. It's time to educate at this point, right? So I'm gonna tell people my procedure for my personal grooming, right?
Yeah.
And how I decided to pick my colognes, my roll-ons, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Right? So
True
personally, I sweat a lot. I'm a hairy dude. I'm actually a hairy dude. So I definitely perspire quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
So I use a lot of cologne, I use a lot of roll-ons, I use a lot of body spray. How I pick my body spray particularly is based off the fact of how my body odor smells like to me.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's not about anybody else at this point. Like at that point, it was me. When I decided, like, okay, fine, I'm gonna use Axe, what's it called, Black Knight. That's what I use as body spray. Roll-on, I use Axe as well. Like, okay, look, I'm an Axe dude, but I use Axe for my roll-on. I believe it's
on the advert, aren't it?
Bruh, IDM, that I know we don't get my baby. Anyways, I use Axe for everything, right? Body-wise. And then cologne, I use Gucci, right? That's what I use. Gucci Intense, Quadi. That's what I use, right, for my cologne. So you will find that throughout the whole day, I actually do smell so good because of Kudinda. I'm not lying. I mean, hey, like, it is what it is. The good thing about Brothers with Voices is about the honesty. For my own routine, that's my routine in terms of cologne and body spray and roll-on. So I use roll-on, but hey, look, maybe but now I'm wondering from what no know, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, Doc, do you think that procedure is good? Picking that set of, colognes, perfumes, roll-ons, body sprays. What do you think about that? Yeah.
I think it depends. Mm-hmm. I use one or two of the three.
Okay. So it depends.
Because what you also don't want, it also depends. So what you don't want is for people to run out of the room when you go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it smells all right.
Even if it smells all right. Yeah. So so the trick is always to do everything in moderation.
True.
And just have the right kind of smell. Yeah. So the other question I was going to ask is, do you smell differently if you're going to the club, if you're going to work, if you're going to meet your girlfriend for dinner or your wife for dinner? Do you have different?
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Not. I don't have the.
I can tell a story about that one. I can tell a story about that one.
Tell us your story. Tell us the story, then I'll cut it off.
Tell you a story.
Tell us the story.
If I'm going to go to work, I'm just going to go to bath for 2-3 minutes because already I'm upset because the alarm woke me up. Then I don't know Geza. The Geza Rango and the roll-on is very essential for me. And then 1-2 spray, I'm done, and then I wear my clothes. And then I go to behind the ear because no, I got one to graduate. No, that one to graduate. Then she not too much of that, right? So that's going to work. Going for a date is different because going for a date, maybe the ambience in the room is you hype yourself up with what this music going on and whatever, and then when no giza or pizza no giza, man, you can organize no giza for a date. You can even brush your teeth for 4 minutes, and that's when you can even bath for 15 minutes, like what Chris was saying. And what giza for 15 minutes, man, you was Buddha man, but him but that is no pega. Wagambo display futi colonia aina bamsorochi. then dziri right, zviri ipapo. And it overall usasukangana ka 1-2 spray.
Ndozvomaita kusticks
Aiwa, imamira. Overall 1-2 spray mashure before a date. This is what I think. But then you also don't have to be like, I understand, Doc. I also like
overkill.
The one that I use.
Overkill.
Yeah, the one that I use also, aina asha yekubvera svika ichibvera unoinzwa either way, whether I spray or say, right?
But aina ukasha.
Then, yeah, aina ukasha. Unongoinzwa kuti, yeah, paspray or something. What's the third one, Doc? So the first one is going to work, then going on a date, and then what's the other one?
Club.
Just going to the club with your friends.
Club tinatanga kuti modara saka unozongorwa amazi
kuvozi
kuclub club unongoti fa wobva watora yemuvesi wako futi rapo bva waisanganisa neyako wobva watora imwe futi wobva waisanganisa neyako, and then you just get into the club because everyone else ari mumarket mako iwewe has done the same thing.
Yeah.
So when you're going for a date, just to add an extra spice, do you carry flowers with you?
Either you want to not to test out some gentleman here. I see grooming.
Maya,
it's grooming.
In my flowers, but maybe I would say depending. I wouldn't go with flowers on the first date. I would say it's a little bit too cheesy for my taste. But I would probably say if I like you that much, I'll probably send you flowers to your office or to your house.
After the date.
I don't have to be there.
But
my flowers,
there's many ways to skin that cat, I agree.
Yeah.
You don't have to go with flowers. Yeah,
are you saying flowers are not part of grooming? What you bring to a date?
I'm saying I don't think
they are.
They are, but that's now more of chivalry than anything.
Doc, I got another one for you.
Last one, then I'm cutting it off. Then it's done for the day.
Are you serious? But then I'm not done being educated.
Tatofaya nayo mdala yatombofamba kana 2 hours, tabo.
Aiwa, no, in I still need Doc.
Comment sections right. You're not done. Wambona zvaitika comment section here.
Because I'm trying to circumcision, no ongoloji, no nakasi, but anyway.
Hey, ask a question. Let's go back. Let's go back to Doc. Doc, my question is very, very simple. As brothers with voices, we definitely have a lot of people that come back to our inbox and they constantly ask us, how do we reach this therapist? How do we reach this doctor? Because this doctor seems so cool and everything. How are you open to, getting personal inboxes and people asking you stuff? I mean, online, of course. I mean, I know you're a busy man. You're a busy man, of course. We don't want to people get
overwhelm you.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people are going to ask this question, and a lot of people are going to ask this question.
So I actually respond to some inboxes, but the problem is sometimes I get very busy. Interestingly, I haven't been on Twitter for a week. I just got there yesterday. Yeah, I was just there yesterday just to promote Sunday Chidzambo's COVID walk and fundraising. Otherwise, I've just taken a short hiatus from Twitter, but I do respond to messages, and sometimes I refer people to the correct doctor if necessary.
Where's the best place that people can get a hold of you?
Social media is still okay, I guess.
Okay. So we'll put your social media handles just there, guys. Social media handles right here.
Yeah.
Dogaba. So if you want to get a hold of Doc, if you want to get a hold of Doc right here, they should be over here somewhere where my fingers are. So
no, that's me.
But
Doc is down there.
Doc
I thought it was up there.
I'm not a doctor.
You're
down.
screen.
Doc, I have a question for you, though. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
And this is your last question as well. Then I'm closing it off.
I also want to have a question after.
What of a question, Kujara Christopher?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Given doctor, with no, given what's happening now, with with what's happening now, tikuona doctor muri sing saka saka manje todii manje pamadzimai apa muchiri mega here kana kuti makazowana kana kuti makazoshuta shoti kana kuti muri kukakama ngemabullet. What's happening now?
So what I'll just say is I'm not available.
Yes, sir.
So the date happened.
Sir.
So the date happened.
That is a genuine answer.
The date happened. Okay, never mind. Okay, we'll
Not
leave it at
yet.
that. We'll leave it at
No,
that.
the date is going to. So let me answer your question, but the date is going to happen.
Yeah. We want
for
to
the
see
date
it.
to happen. Definitely you'll see it. You'll see it. I have
Tag brothers with voices. Please
tag us. We want to.
I'm going to do that. And I also got some grooming tips from you guys. So
Perfect. Also, Doc, I think just to close it off, I think the brothers agree with me. On your date, if you happen to be wearing an Ongolo's t-shirt, I think it would be pretty dope. I'm just putting it out there. It might just work. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
For that date.
For your date, we'll give you a shirt.
Yes.
We'll give you a shirt.
T-shirt.
We'll give you a t-shirt.
And then we just
You
need you to wear
decide.
it for
We
that
just
day.
need you to wear it on the day if you want to. If you feel like it, that's cool. But we're gonna give you a t-shirt. You will give you a t-shirt to go with it.
if I go man don't rambis, I mean, you don't miss
Kinda, not even.
Kinda.
But yeah, okay. So, Ongolos, Panama t-shirt at Chapai. Panama
take it.
t-shirt.
Have you guys seen this one though? This
Boom,
one
white.
is dope though. I love
white
this one.
brothers with the voices over
In
there.
white and everything. This is dope.
Because he's got inappropriate mic on his chest over there. That's dope as well. So guys,
Is that the Ongoloj?
no,
No, this is the inappropriate mic.
That's inappropriate mic.
But hey, guys, okay. I'm calling it now, guys. Guys, thank you again for joining us for another episode.
Are you?
Thank you again. So we'll let you guys know how this episode how the season is gonna go in the next episode. But yeah, for now, from the brothers and from our
Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Spotify. Can you
like,
tell them
yeah.
Spotify?
Everything. Go on to Spotify.
Anchor.
Go to
Just
Anchor.
get it,
Get it, guys. We are now international, guys. We're everywhere. Y'all can find us anywhere at any point, So just please look for us and please support us. And thank you for all the support you've been giving us thus far. And we keep asking you for more support, and we love it. Thank you so much, everyone. But from the brothers and from the doc, it's out.
Yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for spending your time with us today. We really appreciate it. We still want your feedback. Put your comment below. Inbox us. And hey guys, Tatenda, please continue to like our page on Facebook, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and also follow us on Instagram. See you guys next week. Same time, same place. Dino and you, Mike.